All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GTCR Saturday night. We're going to be out here at Richmond. This is definitely a good technical track for these drivers. Amazing. One of the most amazing short tracks that I've ever personally raced on. But there's going to be a lot of technical racing on this track. You got to watch your tires. You're going to have to watch, you know, the other drivers. Some people aren't as skilled in getting as fast times. That's on normal tracks, but generally here it runs by seconds, right? So a lot of the drivers that are falling behind will actually be more of a second or so behind than actually being like within like 0.5 or something like that. But it's going to be close racing to the fact that there might even be a couple laps around where the leader laps the whole field. So we'll take a look. It looks like Nick Sipple out here right now. He's going to be leading the pack as far as time goes. Looks like in this one already, he's going to have a 21.69. And closest to him is going to be Ash Little, which is going to be 21.73. So let's go check him out on the track real quick. Nick, obviously veteran driver with GTCR. These guys are going to be looking to see him out in the winner's circle probably again very soon. And then we got Asher Little coming out. This looks, I believe, also his second race as well, or third race. Yeah, this is Ash's third race. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. He's definitely looking at a decent podium. Garrett Caswell, he's going to be the points leader right now for GTCR, but we're looking forward to seeing him on that podium up there. 1, 2, 3. He's possibly even going to be able to take that win. It does have enough skill to be able to do that, and has won already this season. And if it comes around enough, we got Elijah Smith in that 94. He's going to be taking that fourth spot with a 21.96. Not bad off those leaders. It looks like the top 4 people all within that 1 second mark of each other. All the way, actually almost all the way down, which is awesome to see. So we might see some pretty close lead lap competition. That's going to be great. All right. As we have about 1 more minute left in practice, these guys are going to have to jump in the pits, go out, back out, qualify, and we'll see who shakes out as far as time goes. But it's going to be pretty tight from the looks like of this practice. I was going to pull somebody in for an interview real quick, but we're going to have to wait until that practice is over. They're going to be taking 2 laps around before that green flag drops. So we're probably looking at a green flag around 7:10 Eastern Standard Time. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be the checkered flag on the practice. So it's going to shake out to Nick Sipple, Ash Little, Garrett Caswell, Elijah Smith, Todd Duffy, Stephen Caswell, and William Rice. Here we go. They're going to go ahead and start qualifying. We do have a special guest up in the booth. That's going to be Jessica Childs. How are we doing, Jess?
Good, Jamie. How are you?
I am just fine. We are going to have a great race out here. good time at GTCR, always on Saturday nights. If anybody's interested, go ahead and click on the link for the Discord and it'll take you right over. Glad to have anybody if you just want to visit and see what it's all about. But yeah, no, it's supposed to be a good race here tonight, and I really expect a lot of close competition. These guys are going to do an extremely good job of bringing this home.
Yeah, I think they are. It's a pretty tough track. That's why I'm not running tonight. So
That's okay. That is okay. No problem at all. It is a very technical track. And I personally, it's not my best track. So I look forward to seeing what these guys can do in these trucks tonight.
yeah, you really have to have brake and throttle control around the corners at this track.
Well, yeah, and it's going to come down to muscle memory, getting as many laps in as you possibly can the exact same way consistently. And that's really where you're going to save the most tires and get the most speed. But again, who can do the same lap every single time, right? It's not that easy.
No, it's definitely not.
So I believe we're going to have 80 laps around Richmond tonight, which is not that bad. Shouldn't be an extremely long race, but I expected the competition to be very, very high. These guys are, even though there's not a whole lot, they're looking. Everybody out there is looking to punch that ticket already that hasn't already won for the season. So looking for the playoffs. Well, it looks like we still got a couple drivers out on the track finishing up those qualifying laps. But it's looking where we're going to fall is Sipple, Little, Caswell, well, 19 of Caswell, Garrett Caswell, Steven Caswell, and then Todd McDuffie, and then William Rice. Elijah is coming across, so we'll see where he winds up. Looks like Elijah is going to be down there in 6th place. So that is going to be our starting lineup, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking forward to seeing all the amazing laps these guys, green laps these guys are going to put in. I know they're going to do a great job, so. So you were out there. How does it feel out on the track?
It's pretty slick coming out of the corners. I was sliding almost every time I went around them. I was doing some
really?
practice earlier, but yeah, it's a little slick. You know, it's not as bad as when the track's really hot, but I expect to see some sliding.
Well, that's all right. Short track racing. Hopefully, it's just single slides with no damage. They can get back up and get back to the restart. That'll be great. Like I said, it's 80 laps. 80 laps isn't a whole amount around Richmond, so we'll see what they can do. A lot of amazing paint jobs on these trucks too. These guys worked really hard on those. They look
There's
they look good.
a lot of good ones out there.
So it looks like as it stands right now, I don't actually have a standings list right now. I can't find one. I had one a little bit ago, but once we get to that, we'll get that to everybody here in a moment. We are about to grid up here at Richmond. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are gridded up, and we will be right back after our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And we are back here with GTCR coming around for the last time. Pace car is going to come off. Looks like Nick Sipple and Ash Little are going to be up front, and they're going to drag it out through the front stretch. Let's see who gets the advantage. Again, thank you all for being here. About to go green flag. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. To the Geico Restart Zone, green flag. Looks like 75 got a little bit of a jump right there. He's going to be the one going to start this one out for us. 17 going to be right behind him of Garrett Caswell. Looks like 10 is right, or the 01, Ash Little is right behind him, trying to catch up and close that gap to the 17, but it looks like the 17 and 75 are starting to run away a little bit. Not a huge gap between those guys, but as we're looking, the 01 is starting to fall back a little bit. He's going to be taken over by Steven Caswell. Caswell starting to close that gap. .75 still right there, attached to that 17, not letting him go anywhere. They're coming around right now for the 6th lap of this race. Nick Sipple still in the lead, but barely. Looks like the 88 is starting to increase the gap between Elijah Smith and that 94. Let's go ahead and ride along with the 94 and see what he's got going on. So Jessica, if you had to pick somebody tonight, who would be your pick?
I think I'd have to go with Nick. He's been pretty fast on this track during practice. He was.
Not a bad pick at all, but I'm going to have to give it up to Steven Caswell out there putting out some good time. I'm hoping he's able to get up to those guys and catch him and show Garrett who's really the boss. As we're riding along with Elijah Smith in a 94, trying to catch up to Steven Caswell in that third place. They're doing all they can to make it around those corners, but those tires are going to start to wear off as that track starts to heat up. We are at nighttime, but after a while it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and ride along with Garrett Caswell. He's going to be right up there behind the 75. Looks like they're starting to catch up to a little bit of lap traffic. William Rice. Looks like he had a late start in the race that he may get a technical waiver on. As we come around, Garrett Caswell taps that wall a little bit. It's going to slow him down, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're going to still green flag. He taps that wall one more time. Going to lose a little bit more time to the 75. He's going to have to stay off that wall if he wants to get up in the lead. 75 now coming around on to the 51 of William Rice. Going to be a couple laps down, but that's okay. As Nick Sipple in 75 comes around for lap 14. Still has not caught up to William Rice quite yet. So is there any favorite vehicle that you like, Jess? Like, do you like the trucks or Xfinity cars or Cup cars or?
I'm all about the Arcas, Jamie.
Arca?
I like the Arcas, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that at one time that was your favorite actual thing to race. You did really well in the ARCA series too the first time around. Absolutely.
Yeah, they go pretty fast. And they're smooth too. I like those.
What about the new ARCAs?
They're all right. I don't like them as good as the old ones, but
You like that round pointed nose?
yeah.
Yeah, they're a little bit faster and definitely the ass end heavy in my opinion. Like they like to if you give it too much, it's definitely gonna come around all the way.
Yep. I think the old ones were easier to push into.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you push too much and you're really gonna wreck.
51 right there, 75 behind him. 75 looking for a way to pass, but he's not going to make it easy. As he's running about 2/10 slower than the 75. 75 is definitely going to need to find a way around him. 51 goes high, gives 75 a little bit of an opportunity. But unfortunately, he is not able to get in front. '51 doing a great job of maintaining and staying out front. 51 looks like he could have been up here racing with the leaders anyway. 94 now trying to chase down the 88. Go ahead.
He seems to catch him for a little bit, and then he loses him.
Yeah, I know. It's all about those lines they're running, and they're about 20 laps in on these tires, which generally on a short track isn't that much, but I think there might be some kind of increased wear going on.
Yeah, they look like they're losing it a little bit.
It's alright, because we're still green flag. We are now quarter of the way through this
race.
They're
wrecking.
Oh, they are wrecking. William Rice
Yep.
jumps to the pits. Looks like Rice comes up into the wall. Oh, he was doing such a good job, too. And then he slag. Alright, well, let's go back live real quick. Alright, and then what we'll do is we will go take a look at that yellow flag. Looks like the 75 and the 51. Oh, 75 looks like he got into his side there. And then him sitting on the track brought out that yellow. Keep everybody safe. Alright, well, that is going to be the cause of the yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like most of our drivers are now going to be in the pits, taking advantage of this quick stop. Here we go as we start to come out. 75. Looks like 17 may have gotten a penalty. Somebody might have got a penalty right there. That exit was a little weird.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm not sure what happened there.
That's alright. It looks like no damage, no harm, no foul. We're going to go back up and re-rack them. Looks like Nick is now going to be in 6th place with Elijah Smith up front in that 94. So our restart is going to be Smith, Little, Caswell, McDuffie, Garrett Caswell, and then Nick Sipple. We also have William Rice. I think he's still on the track, maybe as well. I could be wrong. Yes, he is. So the 51 getting back out on the track as well. Alright, lights are going to be off the pace car. 94 down low, 0-1 up top. We're going to go ahead and get this restart here for the Saturday night shootout. Richmond is a great track. It's just you gotta put in like 500 laps just to be able to be fast here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Geico restart zone. We're going back. Green flag. Green flag.
They were 3 wide right off the bat, Jamie.
Yeah, I seen that. 3 wide again. 75 in the middle. 33 on the outside. Here we go. 75 now diving down low. Place chasing down that 0-1 of Ash Little. .33 is going to ride up high a little bit. 88, 17 down low. They're stacked too deep. .55. No, sorry. 51 looking to get by. He had to check up a little bit. contact between the 88 and the 17. '75 able to keep a little bit of a gap on everybody. He was able to get from last place to first place in the blink of an eye. It looks like Ash went down into the pits. He must have had a drive-through penalty. But he's going to get back up and going. Let's hope he doesn't get passed by our leader, which is now coming around towards his backside. Nick Sipple has now created a 2.12 gap.
That's a fairly good lead in my opinion.
Yeah, he's definitely a decent cushion, especially on a short track. He's going to have that clean air. He's not fighting with anybody. As in Garrett Caswell's back here in the 17, fighting with the 94 hard. Everybody's side by side, not getting that clean air. One in front of the other. And they're just, it's going to keep slowing them down compared to Sipple, where he's out there just increasing that gap, which is now came up to about 3 seconds. At what point do you sacrifice the fight, to gain speed? Sometimes it's a win-lose situation. Whether you fight, and you lose speed that way, or you just follow the other driver and you lose speed that way. It's a toss of the coin, honestly.
It's tricky on this one, yeah.
The 01 coming around. Asher Little trying to catch up to Todd McDuffie as well. 94 still right behind the 17, not letting Garrett Caswell get anywhere. Elijah Smith. Oh, Elijah Smith up into the wall, down into the infield. 94 is going to go ahead and bring out the yellow. Yeah, it just looks like he got hit that wall up there and just... That's unfortunate. You hate to see it for the 94, but at least it brought out the yellow, and he's able to get back up with a restart of the whole field here. As we're almost about halfway through this race, Jessica, you still good with your pick?
Oh, it's most definitely, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, mine's not too far off either, You're sitting in first, obviously. You're still beating me, but that's okay. I got Steven Caswell, he's sitting in third, now fourth, because Todd McDuffie decided not to pit. He's going to be out there.
Steven Caswell just comes out of nowhere, though.
Yep, from what I hear, great guy, good racer, and just out here to show his son a thing or two.
Yeah, it's fun with both of them on the track sometimes.
Oh, it's hilarious. I love pitting them against each other. It's great. 51's going to go ahead and come around that pace car, trying to get some of those technical laps back. Todd McDuffie is now going to elect to come down into the pit lane, as Nick Sipple should be taking the lead back here any moment. Garrett Caswell is going to go ahead and be right behind him with the 88 behind him of Steven Caswell. All right, we're going to go ahead and restart this bad boy here at Richmond for the GTCR Saturday Night Shootout. 75 down low, 17 up high. Let's see what they got. Pace cars off the track. These guys are in Geico restart zone. Green flag. It looks like William is just lagging back a little bit. Garrett and the 17 Garrett of the 17 and the 75 make a little bit of contact, sending the 17 up the track. 17's gonna stay on that outside. Oh, huge run for the 17, making it right through the 75 and the 01. He's gonna go ahead and take the lead for the first time tonight.
That was a huge run that he had.
I know. And 75 must have slowed down. He had to check up extremely bad. 17 now slowing down. 01 now jumping up front. 01 squeezing his way in there. Asher Little is going to go ahead and lead us for tonight for the first time as well. A lot of mixing racing in there. These guys are pushing 75 right up behind the 01. As you can see, their braking points are going to be a lot different. Here we come back down to the backstretch. 01 looks like he touched the wall a little bit. 75 looks like he had to slow down, got loose right there. '17 getting a run on the 01. He's looking down low. He's going to be side by side with that 01. 01 is going to have a little bit more momentum, but he's not letting it go. Oh, and he's into the 01. 01 able to maintain it. Sends him up the track. 75 into the 17. Oh, that's going to be a yellow. Oh, man, you hate to see that. That was a crazy turn of events right there. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened.
They were doing some hard racing up front.
Oh, yeah, they were trying to get it in there. Looks like the 17 got into the 01, sent the 01 up. 01 recovers. 75 into the 17, sent him up. 17 just brought it down a little bit too far. And the 75 clipped him again coming around. Both cars go into the wall.
Looked like he was gonna save it at first.
I know, it so did. I thought it was gonna happen back to back. That would have been insane. Well, we're gonna go ahead and restart it for the third time tonight. 45 laps into our 80 lap race, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be an exciting finish here at Richmond. As our leader comes down to pit, Ty McDuffie again will take the lead. Oh, he looks like he's having some kind of network issue. Definitely blinking out a little bit. It's going to be dangerous on a track like this. We definitely should have brought somebody up for an interview. Unfortunately, I didn't even think about it until just now. Let's see. So we got Nick Sipple in the booth. Nick, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Running from the back to the front immediately on that second to the last restart, and then the diving through that you guys were doing. Man, great job everybody out there. Unfortunately just made a little bit of contact on that last one with the 17. Wasn't able to recover, but good job, man. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm having fun. Track's fun, and just got a little bit caught up in the traffic there. And but we were racing really good. Asher's pretty fast. Garrett's pretty fast. I think Garrett was just overdriving it a little bit and ended up getting into Asher. And then I don't know what happened to me and him, like the same corner. But yeah, it's been fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nick. We look forward to seeing you out in the winner's circle, buddy. Good luck on this restart.
Hey, Nick, you were my pick tonight. I want you to know that.
You were.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back to the restart again. 33 is going to get a decent jump because second place wasn't up beside him. Todd McDuffie out front for the first time tonight. He's going to be leading some laps. 01 is going down on the inside. They make contact. 01 wiggles out a little bit. 33 up high. 75 looking to make an impact, coming back down low, looking to take that first spot away from the 33. 75 is going to go ahead and take that position away. 33 is going to cut down to the bottom of the line again. Asher Little of the 01 coming back around. We've seen the speed he already has. He can definitely put pressure on our leader. 51 laps. .33 goes up towards that wall. 01 is looking to pass down low. 33 up into the wall a little bit. 01 is able to take that position away. And it looks like somebody else is looking on his inside right there. 94 and 17 looking down low on Todd McDuffie. Both able to take that position. Todd just needs to focus a little bit. I know he can make it around the track. Steven Caswell now trying to catch up to Todd. Todd out into the bottom wall down there. Crashes out. I don't think we have a caution. Let's go take a look and see what happened. Looks like just taking the corner out of that. And the back end spun out.
I made it.
Made it. Oh, Joe Barrow up in the booth, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Joe.
What's that?
Hey, Joe, they're all guys out on the track tonight.
Are there?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Just wanted you to know that.
I bet Jamie was spot on with that, wasn't he?
No,
Yep.
I messed it up in the Discord.
He did, yeah.
I got corrected pretty quickly. Looks like Todd McDuffie's still trying to get that vehicle rolling. As he works his way back around the track, hopefully he has a fast repair to fix that up. If not, it's going to be real difficult to get out of that repaired. He hit that wall doing mock Jesus. As they come into the pits, Nick Sipple up front, Little right behind, Garrett Caswell, Smith, Steven Caswell, William Rice. Todd McDuffie's already going to be into the pits. He's going to be looking to get some of that damage fixed. It does look like he was able to get that fixed. He will be coming out with our pack, only one lap down, I believe. .33 makes his way out and back around. And it is showing McDuffie one lap down, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be able to make that up pretty soon. As Asher Little catches the brake on this one, he's able to get out of the pit stop before Nick Sipple. This is the second time that Nick has started from the rear on this. He must be getting penalties coming in or out of the pit. .33 is going to get a wave around for that pace car right there. Pace car, lights are off. 17 up high, 01 down low. Led up by Elijah Smith and William Rice. These guys are going to have a great restart. We're about to see a lot of competition here in these last few laps. They come around Geico restart zone. Green flag. Looks like they were 3 wide already right there. 88.
Yeah, Simple jumped out there on that restart real quick, trying to get as many positions as he can.
The last time it worked out fairly well for him.
Got one in the wall inside. On the
01
backstretch.
down into the wall.
Yeah. I think that's William Rice.
Yeah, that's going to bring out that caution. I swear I heard an engine blow as well.
He towed to the pits.
Man, that looked like a little bit of netcode right there. Yeah, because they were perfectly even with each other, and then 51 just came around, and that was a blown engine.
Yeah, you
Hate
hit that
to
inside
see
wall
it.
just right.
GTCR Motorsports out there representing the mad vehicles. Good for them.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jamie.
It's one of the best causes that anybody can be a part of, I'll tell you that.
100%. They're going
Oh.
1 to green here.
1 to green. They're off to the Geico restart zone. Restart. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag. We got a couple lagging behind. It looks like William Rice is still going to be in the pits. He may have already used his fast repair, but he had to tow out, so he had to wait to get that repaired. 75 on the inside right there. Oh, 01, he's got the speed to be able to do it. Asher.
The top
These
3
guys-
is all over each other.
Yeah, these guys are splitting it. You should have seen a couple of the passes they were doing before, man. They were so close.
Oh.
Yeah, we were close before.
Ah, looks like the 88.
Gets loose. Heating them tires up.
Yeah, they all got fresh tires, every one of them. Looks like after he came out of the grass, he wound up spinning out, coming in and touching that inside wall a little bit. That's going to go ahead and bring out the yellow, ladies and gentlemen. With 17 laps to go. It's going to give William Rice a chance, hopefully, to come back out. Nick Sipple back up in the lead. It's all right, Jessica. You can brag. It's okay.
No, that's all right. I'm just sitting back watching. He was just really fast at this track in practice.
Oh, absolutely.
So about your pick? Who's your pick?
Yeah, Nick.
Nick?
Yeah.
Once again, Todd McDuffie decides not to pit right away. He's going to go ahead and take that lead and lead that lap again. Coming back off of pit lane, we're going to go ahead and get back up to the pace car. Couple laps, and we're going to go green flag. We got Garrett Caswell in the booth. Garrett, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Good, man. How are you doing tonight? How's it going? Looks like it's going pretty well.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm just having the inner Dale Earnhardt come out in me. I'm just freaking bombing it in, followed by bombing it in, pushing, shoving. I'm really trying to get this win, but it's fun.
There's a lot of close driving. We've seen you guys weaving in and out there, up in the front 3 or 4. Man, you guys are doing a great job out there. Congratulations on putting in such an effort, and it looks so good for up here. Good job.
Yep, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys are about to go double file green flag. Is there anything you got? Anything you got going on out there for as far as strategy?
Just trying getting up front and staying there. We ain't got too much left. I'm trying to win this thing. If I just gonna try and I did a bump and run on Asher earlier on, and it didn't. I went a little bit too hard on him, so I got to get that ready for. I don't know. I feel like I could pass Nick pretty clean. We're kind of same pace, but it's fun. So
Well, we
good
expect
competition.
we expect an amazing restart here out at Richmond. Good luck, man. We'll see you out on the track.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going back green flag racing here at Richmond. 33 on the inside, 94 on the outside. Looks like the pace car is now off. Green flag. .33 with a decent little bit of distance. Hopefully he can maintain that. 75 now right up behind him. 17 on the inside of the 74. 17 now takes that third spot away as the 75 approaches the side of Todd McDuffie to try to make that pass. He's going to go ahead and do that real quick while the 17 gets up on that side of the 33. 17 almost made contact with the 33. Able to get out of it. Good job on his reaction time. .01 in the 88 back there fighting it out for 6th place.
Ooh. Caswell got a little loose coming off of 4 there. I think it was 4.
Oh, 94 gets loose right there. Able to save it. Elijah Smith allowing that 01 to get past him, take that 4th spot.
Yeah, they starting to heat these tires up, and things are changing.
Oh, and that's people normally. Oh, 88 gets into the 94. He goes around up into the wall. Oh, it looks like the 88 just gave it a little bit too much and just barely nudged him, and it sent him all the way around. Hopefully that's not the end of his night.
He tried to shoot his nose down in there and try to take the position away, and things got a little close.
Well, they definitely traded paint on that one. As these drivers make it back into pit lane, our leaders decide to stay out with only few laps to go after this. We go green flag here. We should only have like 5 laps. I expect a lot of competition in those last 5 laps. These guys are going to be real close together. They're going to be fighting it out the whole way. It's very, very, very short track racing at the end when you got restarts like this. Competition's super high.
They're putting 4 on. Every one of them did.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference right away. I know these guys are pretty quick up front.
Not really, because it's the heat in the tires more than it is the wear.
Well, not
I don't
only
know how many
that,
laps they have on your tires that they just changed, but
well, there's going to be only 5 laps to go when we go green flag here. So I'm thinking if you got brand new tires, you're going to have to heat those tires up for a lap or two at least. So that right
Yeah.
there is 2 laps. 33 gets into 17 right there under caution. Maybe that's a little bit of a signal, like, get out of my way.
At this point, I think you'd be better off with older tires than newer tires.
right.
I
Have a little
agree.
heat in them,
Yeah, yep.
or right sides only, or something.
Yeah, that might have been a good decision as well. But the dynamic, man, of the track, that would have scared me to only throw half set on, because I don't know how the car's going to react to it. I might just need 2 laps just to get used to it. That alone as well. As we go lined up, back side by side, 75 down low, 17 up high. Lights are off the pace car. We're about to go back green flag racing here at Richmond. These guys are already, look, and 01 just jumping. He's ready to get out there and get up front again.
They're going to have an interesting finish.
Yeah, they are.
Here we go, Geico restart zone. Green flag. .75 with a decent jump out front. He's able to get .5 immediately on our second place of Garrett Caswell. Caswell's going to have his work. He's going to have his work for him.
Little got a little loose.
Oh, Little did?
Yeah, Little got a little loose. Say that 10 times so fast.
Yeah. But Garrett's going to have his work cut out for him because the 01 is a fast car. He's able to maintain that bottom line. Get up on the side of him. 01 trying to take that second spot away. 01 able to do just that. Take that spot away from Garrett Caswell. He's going to be in second place. Steven Caswell now right up behind Garrett Caswell.
Sipple just keeps doing what he's doing. It's his race. I don't believe Little's going to be able to catch him.
01 scrapes the wall a little bit, allowing Garrett to get a little bit more momentum up to the back of him. But that's also going to put Nick a little bit further ahead. Actually, Nick just fell off big time. Something happened to Nick. 01's catching him very heavily.
That's it.
01 is around Garrett into him.
That's it.
That's it. Nick takes it home here at Richmond for the GTCR Saturday Night Shootout. It's going to be Nick, Sipple, Asher Little, and Garrett Caswell to be our top 3. We'll be right back with our driver interviews, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here for our driver interviews. We're going to go ahead and start with our winner, Nick Sipple, in the 75 out there killing the burnouts. Nick coming out here taking a dominating win. How does it feel? I think we have a connection issue with Nick.
I'm here now. Sorry, what happened?
There you go. How does it feel coming out here taking a dominating win at one of the hardest tracks on the circuit at Richmond?
It feels great. Definitely a tougher track than I think even last week, especially with the truck, less grip. But thought I was the fastest in practice. A little bit more of a rocky race with a couple of EOLs and just random mistakes. But I was able to drive up and get it done.
Well, not only did you get it done for you, but you also got it done for Jess. She picked you for her winner tonight. Congratulations.
Right.
Thank you.
Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
You guys are broadcasts, and obviously Todd and Garrett for putting this on, and then all the sponsors, of course. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming out here and putting on a show, Nick. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Thank you.
And as we get to our second place, Asher Little. Asher, how does it feel to come out here, place podium in one of the most important races this season?
Feels pretty good. Just went out there, had fun.
Now, you were putting on a dominating performance out there. I know you had a couple issues, but without those, you would have been all the way out front. You were doing a great job, man. Don't think you didn't do a good job, because you were out there pushing really hard, giving competition to our leaders, and we didn't see that up until about the second half of the race. So great job of making a good show of it. Thank you so much for coming out. Absolutely. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
I'd like to thank Garrett for putting this on, Todd McDuffie, all those people, and yeah, thank you for putting it on the broadcast.
Awesome. No problem, Asher. Thank you so much for coming out, buddy, and we look forward to seeing you out in the winner's circle.
So yeah.
Absolutely. Last but not least, Garrett Caswell. Garrett comes out in third place on this one. Not where he wanted to finish, but still a nice podium for a good race on the season. How does it feel coming out here?
A little bit frustrating, but I don't know. Just practice for GEC. I know we're running it here in a little bit. That'll definitely help. Hopefully I can get my win over there, but I mean, it's not a bad way to go on the season. Definitely could have gone a little bit better. Didn't really practice a whole lot. More practice definitely could have helped. I kind of just went full deep on it in the last couple hours practicing and whatnot. But Indies next week, I feel like that'll be a good race, and I'll just get it done there.
Well, either way, you came out and did a great job tonight. Driving this track is no small feat in itself, and coming out with a podium is definitely a victory in my eyes. So good job and congratulations.
Yep.
Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
My co-owner Todd, he helps a lot. We really appreciate him over here. Everyone for showing up. All the guys back at GTCR Motorsports, T&J Bar and Grill, my mom and Jeff, my mom and dad, Jesus, and our new sponsors, Lost Horizon. They are helping a lot too, donations and whatnot. But
No, awesome, guys. Thank you so much for all of your effort tonight, guys. Putting on an amazing show out here at Richmond. I thank you all so much for being here, and that to everybody that's at home. Thank you so much for being here. Your support is all welcome. GTCR Motorsports, come check us out. Discord's going to be in the bio of the race, and also, well, sorry, not of the race, but in the YouTube description. So come check us out. Even if you're not going to race, we'd love to have you. All right, guys, we'll see you next time.